Everyone, welcome to episode 12 of the Bring the Bars podcast. I'm your host, Casey, and today, like every other episode, which is no different than any other one, we're going to bring in a talented underground artist to come in and chat with us a little bit. This week, the underground artist is Bad Habit. You can find all of his music mostly on SoundCloud under Mr. Habit. He runs Lost Voice Music. You got to check him out. And also, he's a great guy to network with and has a huge appreciation for this whole underground scene and is a massive support system for everybody involved in this whole movement. So big shout out to him. We're going to get him on here in a couple minutes. I'm excited. But before we do, I want to actually proudly announce that I just dropped Global Domination, which is my album. It's a full collaboration album. I can't even actually call it my album. It's a full collaboration album featuring 14 underground artists from the hip-hop scene, including Strange Music Zone, Stevie Stone. You guys can check this album out on kchiphop.bandcamp.com. It would be very much appreciated. A lot of artists put time into this. I put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of my own proceeds, my heart and soul into this. One of the funnest projects I did. I got to network with people who I never thought was even possible to do. So you guys got to go check it out. Now, before we get Bad Habit on this episode, I want to give a shout out to Freedom K Radio. You guys got to tune in daily, weekly, whatever. There's a lot of great shows on here, a lot of great podcasts, including Guap House Radio, which airs Mondays at 7, Wednesdays at 6, and Saturdays at 10, all p.m. So 7 p.m. Monday, 6 p.m. Wednesday, 10 p.m. Saturday, Central Time. So you guys got to check out that show. You won't be disappointed. Now, before we get Bad Habit on here, I'm going to do like I always do, and I'm going to run one of his tracks for you. So this is Picture That from Bad Habit.
Luxury Beats.
Trapped in this mental penitentiary, shackled to the fantasy of murdering my enemies. My desert eagle takes flight, I creep and hide as a kite. That murder, 187, I ain't coming to fight. It's been a long 40 years, I done shed many tears, but I done shed all the fear. And now my mind switching gears and said, fuck friends, those that claim to be, pretend to be. They show the jealous ways and then they morph into the enemy. The lone wolf, I said fuck that back mentality. Embracing Father Satan and I blaze my own reality. A true rider, I was born for this shit. I'm Fahrenheit up on this mic, habit scorching this bitch. I peek into my crystal ball, I see my adversaries crumble, bringing violence in the silence, staying quiet and humble. Gotta watch my own back, cause at the drop of a dime, the closest to me try to screw me, put the knife on my spine. This is the mindset of war. This is the mindset of war. This is the mindset of war. This is the mindset, the mindset. This is the mindset of death. This is the mindset of war. This is the mindset of death. This is the mindset. Creep behind the lines, silence when I move. War is always on my mind, to myself stay true. If you ain't down for the cause, I ain't fucking with you. That's why I keep my circle small, rolling with my chosen few. Military-minded, bloody violence intertwined to the strands of my DNA that's digging you will find the chromosomes, the cloning Machiavelli's ghost. Project myself on astral planes, flash smashing isotopes, just like a nuclear bomb. The fallout bringing harm, your skin falling off your bones, they stubs like bloody batons. The radiation microwave them, they praying to Jehovah, but he ain't gonna save them. Nope. And ain't a thing you can do to stop this all-out attack. As you gaze up in the sky and see the heavens collapse, your reality shattered, your dreams they never mattered. Cataclysmic repercussions that'll rip your moral fabric. This body might be dying, but my soul is immortal. Getting high on Mount Olympus, start skipping through portals. Travel space and time, war is always on my mind. Constantly I'm strategizing, motherfucker, petty crime. This mindset of war, got my finger on the button. The unseen assassin, the demonic force you don't wanna fuck with. This mindset of war, got my finger on the button. The unseen assassin, the demonic force you don't wanna fuck with. Creep behind the lines, silence when I move. War is always on my mind, to myself stay true. If you ain't down for the cause, I ain't fucking with you. That's why I keep my circle small, rolling with a certain few. Creep behind the lines, silence when I move. War is always on my mind, to myself stay true. If you ain't down for the
Welcome to episode 12 of Bring the Bars, man. I've been excited for this one, and I thank you so much for coming on. I've been waiting for this one. So to start this
Me
off,
too. I'm really
usually,
excited, man. Thanks again for having me.
no problem, man. To start these off, just introduce yourself to everybody. Let everybody know what your music is about and where they can find your music.
All right. Well, I'm Bad Habit. I represent Lost Voice Music. You can find my music on Bandcamp at the Kingpins at bandcamp.com. The Kingpins is my group out of Jersey. Shout outs to my homie Stretch the Sinister, by the way. You can find all Lost Voice music on Spotify and all major platforms.
Yeah, with Lost Voice Music, I noticed that a lot with your music. What is Lost Voice Music, and who is all a part of Lost Voice Music?
Lost Voice Music is me and Bobby Mercer. We share a partnership running the label. He's also an artist on the label. Technically, I'm an artist too, but my music I kind of put on the back burner. I really want to focus on him. We're working with another artist out in Denver named Nick Corleone. He's really dope. Actually, an artist in Wisconsin we're going to be doing some work with, as well as Dana Kopp. Shout outs to him too, man.
I'll have to check all these
Bobby
guys
Mercer is currently, for sure, man. They're all dope. They all got bars, and they all bring it a different way. You know, some of them, like Nick Corleone's got more of that street style. He can spit that laid back, like G type of music.
Yeah.
And Dana Kopp's got that more up in your face hip hop, dropping bars, kill you with the lyrics kind of thing going on.
Yeah, I like that when you get all grouped together and everybody kind of, it's just such a variety of styles. And with yours too, I find like quite a few of your tracks almost have like a horrorcore style. Did you always like plan to do that style? Is that a style you adapted or you just go to every once in a while?
It's kind of always been a part of my music ever since I really started doing it. I've always had a thing for like horror movies. Ever since I was a kid, I've always had a thing for like the darker things, the dark side of life. So it's always kind of seeped into my music, goes hand in hand with the art.
Yeah, horror movies always plays a massive part in that because I know, like for myself, when I first started off, I was just actually exclusively a horrorcore style of rap, and I actually used to even go by a different name. I used to be called The Enterprise, which I still kind of revive that name every now and again to bring the horrorcore side out of me. I haven't done it in a while, but I have a track coming out with that kind of style. And with, like I said, I used to be The Enterprise. Used to be The Enterprise. I changed it to KC. Your Bad Habit, was it always Bad Habit, or did you go through like name changes throughout since when you first started?
It's pretty much always been Bad Habit. That's been my name like since I was running the streets back in the day, and it's just always stuck with me. So
yeah, it's an awesome name actually. It suits you well. It suits your music well as well. And I'm excited for our track. What time is it? That is going to be dropping in the near future, man. I'm excited for that one. When I sent that over your way, excited. What made you want to drop a verse on that track when I first sent it your way? And what hit you about the beat or the style of it?
Just the whole vibe of it. I love the whole feeling of it. Obviously, I love what it's all about. I'm all about that. And the way you came with it, you know, it's dope. I really can't wait to get in the studio and record my verse.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what you come up with either. I know that's going to be a great track. I'll be dropping that right away. So I'm excited to get that finished up. And like myself with you, you're a huge, massive support of this whole underground community. You listen to everybody. You take the time. You make connections. I know we got our collaboration coming out. Is there any other collaborations in the works with maybe other people from the group?
Actually, there's quite a few in the group that I'm getting ready to reach out to. Actually, most of them I've already talked to them about it. It's just a matter of getting things. Once I get this move taken care of and get set up, I'll have easy studio access, and I can really jump in and get cracking with this.
Yeah, because when we were talking, you were talking about going back to like Colorado. Where are you now, and when is this like move going to happen for you?
I'm going to be heading back out to Denver area
Probably within the next month or so. We're looking at.
Yeah, for like
right
a
now I'm in
permanent
the
move.
Midwest. Oh yeah, I was out there back in August, and I didn't want to leave when I did, but yeah, I'm going back. That felt like home as soon as I got there.
Yeah, missed it right away. Also,
I still do.
Yeah, no doubt. I noticed like a good connection you have with the Intended Hit family, who I have come to know over this time as well. Pretty much every member of it. How did that connection come about with you guys, and what influence did they have on you and your music?
Well, I've known Jay Shane since back in like 07. We were doing shows together back in the day, so that's how I met him. And I lost touch with a lot of people for a handful of years, and me and him reconnected probably within like the last year and a half. And I've always rocked with his music.
Yeah, he's a killer.
He put me up on what he's been doing. Oh, he's so sick with it. Like he's one I'm definitely trying to work with. Same thing with Mally Music. I love him, man.
Yeah.
I love his music.
Yeah, they're two totally different styles. How you're even mentioning with Lost Voice Music, and like having all these styles intertwined. I love Mally's smooth stoner flow, where you always want some of that. And then you got Jamel, who's just like, he brings it. His catalog is absolutely insane.
Man, it is flawless. He has like a legendary catalog, man. He does.
Yeah, with some really good artists too.
I know, he's so dope. Hector Biggs is dope too.
That's who I was just going to shout out next. I had him on episode 9. Great guy to talk to, fun guy, and he's completely independent. Yep. This guy does everything from covers and everything. So big shout out to the whole Intended Hit family.
Yeah, love to all those guys, man. Love and respect.
All right, we're going to take a little break from the interview with Bad Habit right now to run one of his tracks. This is Break 'Em Down.
Break 'em down. Break 'em down.
Man, I came to break them down. I ain't coming fuck around. And the heat is fully silent, so there won't be a sound. Man, fuck where you from. Man, fuck where you at. If you want it, come and get it. You can get hit with the gat. I came to break them down. I ain't coming fuck around. And the heat is fully silent, so there won't be a sound. Man, fuck where you from. Man, fuck where you at. If you want it, come and get it. You can get hit with the gat. The gat. Feeling like a bomb. You hear that tick tick in that boom. And they looking hella uneasy when have a step up in the room. Cause I'm rolling with some riders and they all dressed up in blue. Rolling deep, it's like Atlantis and they looking hella scandalous. Understand this, I'm a mastermind. Sick mind, I last in time. I'm letting off just like the barrel of a tech 9. Respect mine, I respect yours. Play it just across the line. I get violent, leave you silent like a pantomime. West side, C-Town, representing for the block. Home of the crack slanging street walkers and dirty cops. My homie Loke, he addicted to gators, a busting Glock. True to the heart, posting up at the park with the Loke and homies after dark. Now I'm in the Midwest, handling beef. Addicted to these trees, about to put these hoes to sleep. Hating faggots and jealous bitches, about to end up in some ditches. Cracking fucking skulls, this shit's ridiculous. Man, I came to break them down, I ain't come to fuck around. And the heat is fully silent, so there won't be a sound. Man, fuck where you from, man, fuck where you at. If you want it, come and get it, you can get hit with the gat. I came to break them down, I ain't come to fuck around. And the heat is fully silent, so there won't be a sound. Man, fuck where you from, man, fuck where you at. If you want it, come and get it, you can get hit with the gat. The gat. A 211's now in progress, turn it to a 187. Caught you slipping without a weapon, left you broken, hell is stressing. Kids are starving, I reach in my pockets, all I get is lit. Ready to jack a motherfucker, rob his ass for every cent. And fuck the government, they can't even look out for their own. Rather see us down the streets and have a family and happy home. Don't label me as a terrorist, jihadist with a mic. Contraband's a terror cell, they'll run in your crib and kill your wife. Hold your kids for ransom with a motherfucking butcher knife. Pick up niggas around them like a dirty cop escaping the night. Back on the runway with OG Loke and hella chronic smoke. Passing off to the holy stretch while rebirth right up Philly road. Eyes is red and glossy, yo, cuz pass the self to comfort. I don't even drink, but that's some shit that happens like the fuck with. Bring a ruckus, it's my time to shine. Kinda hard to talk your shit when you're sucking on my nine. Break them down, I ain't come to fuck around. And the heat is fully silent, so there won't be a sound. Man, fuck where you from, man, fuck where you at. If you want it, come and get it, you can get hit with the gat. I came to break them down, I ain't come to fuck around. And the heat is fully silent, so there won't be a sound. Man, fuck where you from, man, fuck where you at. If you want it, come and get it, get hit with the gat. You can get it if you want it. If you want it, I'ma serve you. Start doing a death dance. It's about to be a fucking murder. Faded off the blood, and I ain't smoking like a weed. Had some blind man sex, and now I wanted the puffs and trees. So I proceed to huff and puff on the cannabis sativa. Taking hit at the hick and high shit. Homie, please believe it. Don't disrespect my G, cause I snap and go retarded. Tell your family I'm calling them out, cause your ass was dearly departed. Sicker than all my peers, and they've been telling me the shit for years. Lead pipe and motherfuckers, materializing in fears. Riding with a true team, loped out crazy. Motherfucker pay me, expose up 380. Must be doing my job, cause these motherfuckers hate me. See me out in public and they acting hella shady. You can eat a dick up till you hiccup, rip your shit up, keep your lip up into the back. Let my homies man, I came to break them down. I ain't come to fuck around, and the heat is fully silent, so there won't be a sound. Man, fuck where you from, man, fuck where you at. If you want it, come and get it, you can get it with the gat. I came to break them down, I ain't come to fuck around, and the heat is fully silent, so there won't be a sound. Man, fuck where you from, man, fuck where you at. If you want it, come and get it, you can get it with the gat.
Great track. Gotta love his style of music, man. All right, let's get back to Bad Habit. How long have you been creating your music for? And do you actually remember the first track you ever wrote and recorded?
That was back when I was like a little kid. Like we started making rap songs. We didn't even have beats at the time. We were like beatboxing or just rapping over no beats. Like I probably wasn't even 10 years old when we were doing that. But like when we started taking it semi-serious, making like basement tapes and stuff, I was like 16. And yeah, we've always pretty much done it the same way. Like just spit about what's been going on around us, what we see, what goes on in the world, and how we feel about it.
Yeah, man, exactly. Like same what you were saying, like no beats. I completely started just in, the freestyle game, freestyling at parties. And then one day I was just like, somebody's like, you got to put that on a recording. And I think I was recorded on a crappy flip phone or something like that back in the day. And then dropped it from there.
Yeah.
What was your inspiration?
Yeah, it's crazy how it starts.
What was your inspiration to make you want to do it? Like to just go, okay, now I'm actually going to put my voice on record.
To make me, when I really started taking it serious, like when I was 16. So it was probably listening to like, back then, my favorite group was probably like Above the Law. They were like one of the branches off of NWA.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're one of my biggest idols musically as well.
Yeah, they're great. Like you hear a lot now going around, especially recently. I found the last year or so, everybody has like their top 100 rapper list, and it's causing a lot of controversy with some people who don't put another one on. I remember everything was hitting when Snoop Dogg didn't put Eminem on his top 10, but everybody has a different taste, so that's completely understandable. Not everybody is going to have certain artists on their top 10, top 5. But who would you put in your top 5 that were your biggest inspirations and just your top 5 artists?
Well, as far as for me personally, Above the Law, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, Bone Thugs is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Spice One and probably MC8, Compton's Most Wanted.
Yeah, those are good. And it's funny, I like that you say Brother Lynn Chung. You don't hear that name get thrown around too much. And that suits with you. And when we were talking about the horrorcore style as well, Brother Lynn Chung is the best, one of the best, if not the best at it.
I know. He's so sick. He's still coming with it too, dude. He's got Season of the Sickness Part 2 coming out.
I never even heard about that. I'll definitely be checking that. I haven't heard him. It must have been a couple of years now. I kind of lost track of him after the whole Strange Music days, really.
Yeah, he's dropped a couple little EPs, but he's working on a new album now.
Yeah. And actually, perfect segue to go into this next segment, because this is a segment called Pick the Bars. So what this is a segment. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you know what it is, but people who are listening might not know. It's I will name 2 artists for you, and you got to pick which one you prefer or the other. If you don't like either of them, you can say none, or if you really have to, you can call it a tie. So we're going to start off with Tupac or Biggie.
Tupac.
All right, we're going to go Tech 9 or Hopsin.
Ooh, I got to say both. to that. Like both of them, I see them like on an even stage, man.
Yeah, that one for myself as well. I would have done both too.
That's a hard one. That's
Yeah.
a hard one.
I'd probably lean him a little more Tech Nine just for personal reasons. That I've seen him live a few times, so I'd just kind of lean towards him. But that's an unfair bias just because I saw him live and I got to meet him and stuff like that. But yeah.
I feel you. I probably would too, honestly.
All right, and third one here is Busta Rhymes or DMX.
DMX. Gotta go with DMX.
Yeah, that would be tricky for me on that one too. Method Man or Redman?
Oh, no, Busta, man.
Oh.
Ooh. I'm going to go with Redman because Jersey, man. I'm from Jersey, and Redman's a Jersey guy.
Yeah, I love Redman. Method Man brings the bars like no other, but Redman is just, he puts such a personality into his music, and he can be funny, he can be hard, Redman's great. I'm a massive fan of Redman.
Yeah, he's dope. He's no joke.
All right, and next one here would be Mos Def or Pharoah Monch.
Oh, I'll go with Mos Def. Mos Def.
Yeah, I think I would lean towards him as well. And then actually the last one I got here is between Lil Wayne and Jay-Z.
I'm going to go with Wayne.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'd probably go with Lil Wayne as well. I'm not really a huge fan of either one of them. I respect both of them, but I never really go through their catalogs or anything like that.
Right. I would listen to more Wayne than Jay-Z, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Well, that was Pick the Bars.
I love that one.
All right, guys. Now it's time for Random Bars. This is a segment of the show where one lucky subscriber to the YouTube channel, as well as a member of the Bring the Bars Facebook group, gets randomly chosen in weekly draws to have their track played right here on Freedom K Radio. And this week, the winner was an MC by the name of McWicked. You can find all his music on YouTube. He has a lot of tracks. It's MC Wicked. And this is his track I'm going to run for you, Devour. So enjoy this track from McWicked. Everybody, turn those speakers up.
Walk up in the club and I'm smelling like some dank bud. Drink up on the way, so you know we got a great buzz. Pockets got a little fake, but I ain't really caked up. Still I maintain and my brain hella laced up. Fuck the fake stuff, I'm with the realness. Fake shit make me wanna flip and kill shit. I tell you, hits some marijuana, it's a drill, bitch. Resin on my lip, I ain't got no funky feel tip. I got that hip hop shit that rock. When rocks on the slab, man, that shit's a knot. It's something you can bump out the whip down the block. Something to grip and dip and yoke to. Don't flip no scripts, my smoke moves. Although I did a little bit in high school. Shit, whatever I could get my hands on was cool. I just stick to the plan and I was clocking a move. Eating devout, eating devout. So butter send me more beats, I need to eat and devout. Eating devout, eating devout. So butter send me more beats, I need to eat and devout. Eating devout, eating devout. So butter send me more beats, I need to eat and devout. Eating devout, eating devout. So butter send me more beats, I need to eat and devout. Santa Rosa represented to the death of me. Where I plant the doja roll, I've got the recipe. Stroll up every corner, toe up off the wheat and drink. No, California is my home, and I'm blessed to be. Living here, we got the best weather, best tree. Yes indeed, Sonoma County, the bee's knees. My feet's heat, fuck with me, let's make the beat sweet. And rake G's and reach the goddamn peak. And stack it tall like a mountain, I'm always on like a fountain. She staying wet when I'm out, and I'm proceeding to pound it. The pussy beating about it, no doubt she thinking for hours. The window steaming like showers. Then I'm out like the power. Only Chief of Reef don't be needing no powder. Even in the drought I got heaps of the sour. Somebody send me more beats, I need to eat and devour. Eat and devour, eat and devour. Somebody send me more beats, I need to eat and devour. Eat and devour, eat and devour. Somebody send me more beats, I need to eat and devour. Eat and devour, eat and devour. Somebody send me more beats, I need to eat and devour. Eat and devour, eat and devour. Somebody send me more beats, I need to eat and devour.
So next question here is like, in this whole hip hop rap game that you entered, your Lost Voice music, what kind of like stamp or legacy do you want to leave behind with everything you're creating?
We always stay true to what we're about, who we are, and what we believe in. That we never sold out. We're not. I never was in this for the money. I would love to be able to live off of it and live comfortably, but I don't do any of this for the money. Like, I love it. And I'm more about like respect and legacy type of thing.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Just that we stay true the whole time. Stay true to ourselves and what we're about.
Yeah, man, I couldn't agree more. Like, even with, just the networking I've done with this group and this podcast and everything, is I don't ever charge anybody to come on this show. And, I've like the radio has asked sometimes, you can charge whatever. I'm not about charging the people for it. I just want to get everybody's voice heard who I believe should be heard.
And trust me, it's much appreciated.
Yeah, man, no problem. I'm glad to have you on. Like I said, this to me is fun, and I love underground music. And there's so much, like so much is slept on.
I know so much good stuff gets overlooked.
Yeah, big time. And like all of us, including yourself, a lot of us, we're independent, we're underground. With this whole journey of yours with releasing music, is there anything you wish you could have done differently, or a piece of advice you would give yourself maybe starting out? Because I know for myself, I probably would have told myself when this first started, is like, this is a daily grind. You're going to keep going. And the first year you might only have 3 people that listen to you, but the next year there'll be 10 people. And I also would have told myself to get more like exclusive beats, because at first I just like, leased beats all the time. So what would you want to like give advice for anybody starting out in this whole journey of trying to become an independent underground artist?
For one, watch who you surround yourself with. Always try to surround yourself with like-minded people who have the same dreams and visions that you have. If you guys are trying to build something together, because you're only as strong as your weakest link.
Yeah, well put, man.
And yeah, just if somebody doesn't love it the way that you love what you're doing, they're probably not a good fit to have around you. It's all about passion, man. That's what gets things done.
Yeah, or anybody like trying to overstep one another, it's camaraderie, do it together, positivity, man. I'm a big believer in positivity, and positive energy comes back to you.
Exactly. You have to surround yourself with that. And it just makes for it's the creative process is much better too when you're all vibing well and everyone's happy and enjoying each other's company. You come up with good stuff when you're vibing like that.
Yeah, exactly. And like I was mentioning even at the beginning of this interview, with this whole BringTheBars movement, just the whole underground scene in general, you're a massive support to everybody, including myself. So I owe you so much gratitude for everything you've done to help the group, to help me. And so for that, I just want to give you a shout out and say thank you.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for starting all this up. We all have a place to go now. And because of that, I've met so many amazing people, amazing artists, even Kofa out at Brooklyn.
Yeah, so Kofa's amazing, man. I have a lot of love for Kofa. I chat with him daily, man.
Kronos.
He's a fun guy. Yeah, Kronos as well. I chat with him daily. All such great guys. You can ask him for anything, any help on anything, and with a snap of a finger, they're there to help you out or to give you a collaboration or whatever. They're perfect, man. They're great people. A lot of them are in the group. I can't shout out all of them, or I'll spend the whole episode shouting out people.
I know. Jumpin' Joe too. He's another one that I see and talk to on a regular basis on there, even if it's just small talk.
Yeah, I've done 2 collaborations with Jumpin' Joe now, and both of them a hell of a lot of fun to do, for sure.
Yeah, and your album is dope. Congratulations on your album, homie. I wanted to tell you that earlier. It's fire. I love your album.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I wouldn't actually consider it just my album. There's everybody killed it. It wouldn't be what it is without all 14 artists that are on there, man. And there will be volume 2 coming.
Everybody lit that up. Like, yeah, shout outs to everybody that was a part of that, because that's just an amazing project.
Once again, we're going to take another little break from the interview. I'm going to run another track from Bad Habit himself. This is Every Day. Enjoy the track.
Homie, pass me the switch up. I'ma pass you this bottle of liquor. We gon' get fucked up in the cut. Might dig down a couple slugs. Every day's the same old thing. Sitting back for Mary Jane. Swisher sweets like a bunch of the brain. To the brain. Eyes the bitches I dip on my ride. With the girl on my dream sitting right by my side. It'll pay the cost to be a boss. Sit back, watch how I play a floss. Getting the paper up in these streets. And I'm murdering motherfuckers over these beats. And keep it discreet when I back on my heat as I mosey along in these lonely streets. Watch the bubbles dipping by. We live and do or die. Slanging hoes about my ride. And work it like a 9 to 5. Cause a bitch ain't shit, she ain't got no grip. Don't know how to suck a dick. Throw that pussy hard, bitch. Have it leave you scarred, bitch. Getting the paper so fast so the flash won't hesitate to murk your ass. I left mine through your glasses. Empty shells is hitting your brass. No regrets, gotta think fast. Grab my OJ gloves and mask. Slide to your door and I'm hitting your stash. I'm grabbing that chronic, the hash and the cash. Another day on the block. We puffin', fuck the cops. My homies back in Glocks and hustle non-stop. They hustle non-stop. Indo powder crack rocks. Catch them on the block at the same spot. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. These busters wanna hate me. Every day these haters wanna bring me down. They seeing the picture, I'm seeing it clearer as I stare at the man in the mirror. No fear that shit when I stop in this game. Mistaking my claim is on, man. My game is airtight. You doing it, I'm not doing it right. You spar with mics and we're moving tonight. I have the whole crowd moving tonight. Move that ass to the side, it's my turn to take control of the ride. I'm running these motherfuckers over. I'm a soldier, bitch, I told ya. I'm old school, operate with my host and my Motorola. I'm locking this shit insane, the motherfucking Ayatollah. I'm gonna break them down, no time to fuck around. You hear that click like better get back here, that fucking poppin' sound. Cause bustin' still trippin', still slapping the clip and still popping it off just to get their attention. Still grabbing the mic and I'm making my legends, still killing them all with an honorable mention. Slamming these busters down to the concrete, they know habit come with the heat. Sweep you off your feet, leave your lifespan complete. I'm known to eat them up alive and the odds ain't good for you to survive. I'm like a mantis, I consume you while you still half alive, yeah. So tell them get in line, cause I don't give a fuck. You line them up and then I serve them up. Every day, every day, every day, every day. It's a long, long, hard-ass road. It's a long, long, hard-ass road. But I gotta keep moving on, moving on. Gotta keep moving on, moving on. Times is getting tougher and life is getting rougher. Coming from the gutter, never trust a motherfucker, yeah. But my homies is there and they backing me strong. So real in the end, I can't go wrong. Just apply myself and try myself. No, I'll never be by myself. Show these motherfuckers the meaning of pain. And habits insane and habits a name. And nothing's changed, so blow your brains, man. Yeah. And this is how the fuck I'm doing this shit for 2008. Bad Habit, the unholy, the ace of spades. Representing that 856. This Yo, lazy, take me the fuck up out of here.
That and going through a lot of yours as well. I got really into your music before and then now preparing for this interview. You have a lot of actually really cool production, like beats in your tracks as well. How do you go about getting your instrumentals? Do you have somebody who makes them for you? Do you like source them out from different people, different areas, sites? Like how do you go about with your beats?
It really depends on the times. I mean, there were certain times where there were certain producers around here that I was working in the area, or it could be some of my guys back in Jersey. It really depends. They could come from anywhere. It really depends on the project and the sound that I'm going for.
Yeah, exactly. Do you buy your beats? Do you lease your beats? Like, do you just get them made for you for specific projects?
I try to get them. I prefer to have them made for me for specific projects, but you know, if we gotta buy them, then we'll buy them when we have to. I'm actually trying to get into self-production as well, make my own beats.
Yeah, man, go for it. Like, I would definitely send them my way when you get a couple dropped. I'd love to hear them.
For sure, man. I'll do that.
Yeah, man. And like, you know, like most of us in this independent scene, we all have lives outside of music, either jobs or families, jobs and families. How do you find it? How do you find time to balance like your personal life as, let's say, Dominic compared to your music life as Bad Habit? And do you find it difficult at times to kind of make that balance?
Well, as far as with the label, with Lost Voice, that's become a full-time job in itself. So that's basically just become a lifestyle. Like, I have certain things that I have to do every day, and I just do it like second nature now. No, it's just all about balancing it. Try not to overdo either.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, it is a balance sometimes living, you know, your normal life. Like me, I have a family, I got a job and everything like that, and trying to balance everything. But for me, the music, like, I don't really consider it as job or anything. Like, instead of running out and playing a video game, I'm running and writing a song. To me, that's fun. Like, I have a blast doing it. So
yeah, I enjoy making music. I love making music. Always have.
Yeah, it's therapy. It's fun. It's relaxing. It's so many things when you can actually just put it out and, like, you know, put your voice out there, I find.
I know it's been very helpful a lot of times in life, actually.
Yeah. So from making a track from start to finish, from, you know, finding the beat, writing the track, recording it, releasing it, promoting it, what would you say is like the one part that you enjoy the most of that whole process? And what's the one part that you actually can kind of do without of that whole process that you don't really enjoy doing that much?
The funnest part, the whole creation process, like the writing, the recording, that's all. I love that all is like one thing. Like, I love that creation.
Yeah, exactly.
The promotion, it can be nerve-wracking at times, you know, when you're pushing so hard for something and it's not going the way you envisioned it. You know how it gets. It can be frustrating at times.
Yeah, for sure, because you feel like so many more people should be hearing it, and you're still having trouble like getting those view counts up or whatever it is, if that's what you're going for. And
exactly.
Like for me, I know I would probably say the funnest part for me is like hearing it back for the very first time. I love that feeling of like hearing the track back into my own ears for the first time. Like, how did it actually come about? And like you, my worst part is doing pretty much after the song is finished, everything you do after the song is finished is almost the worst part of it all.
Yeah, that's the chore. That's the chore right there.
So we were talking a lot.
There's a certain magic.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
There's a certain magic, like, no, that's okay. Hearing that back the first time after you make it, there is like, it's a special time when you hear it for the first time.
Yeah, and it could kind of be nerve-wracking sometimes because I mentioned this on a podcast before, but how you can picture it in your head almost how it's going to sound sometimes. And then when you hear it back, it's not exactly how you pictured it in your head, or sometimes it's even better than what you thought would have came out of it. So I always love that part because it's always a surprise just hearing it back, you know?
Yeah, it is. Because, yeah, you're right. At times, it's not what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just, in your head, it sounded so good. And then you realize like, damn, I got to maybe rewrite something or fit this flow in better. And to me, that's the fun part. Like you hear a lot of them say it, but it's like a puzzle, right? You know, putting the pieces together of a puzzle when it's finally done, you know, you can look back on the work you created.
Exactly.
So we heard a lot about in this
Yeah, I
interview so
enjoy
far
making
about your music,
It's
about bad
one of my
habits as a
favorite
person.
things.
Yeah, man, for sure. Music's one of the funnest things. But like I was saying, we heard a lot about your music, the bad habit side of you, or I know you on SoundCloud, you go by Mr. Habit. And now the other side, this is a question actually for the Dominic side, is outside of music, like what kind of pastimes and hobbies do you have?
I'm pretty much a quiet kind of person. I keep to myself generally. I like to sit and play video games. I'm a big gamer, actually.
Yeah, what console?
I like PS4 and Switch.
Oh, right on. I got a PS4 myself. We gotta get some information switched off after.
Yeah, right.
What kind of games are you
You
into
gonna get
for
the PS5?
for the PlayStation? Not sure about that.
I'm gonna get one once it's easier to get. I like the hack and slash type of games like God of War, the Darksiders games.
Massive fan of God of War. I played them all.
I have to play
I'm
the new one.
And I'm a massive sports fan as well. I play like every sports game that comes out. I'm probably the next purchase I make is going to be the new UFC game. So I'm excited to try that one out.
I haven't played that since like UFC 2, but those games are fun.
Yeah, they are. And, me being Canadian, I'm a massive hockey fan. So I always get the hockey games.
Yeah, though I don't play them, but man, I watch my guys play them, and those games are like so realistic now too.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. And like you were mentioning with the PS5, I actually saw a flyer for it today. I'm tempted to do it, but for me, it's hard to justify, $600, $500 for it right at this moment for me. So, but that's coming.
Understandable. Oh yeah, yeah. The toys get expensive, man.
Yeah, they do, but that's why we do all this stuff and enjoy the fun things in life for sure.
Yeah, I gotta have my video games. Helps me keep my sanity.
Video games and music, man.
Yup, what more can you ask for?
Exactly. All right, man, I'm looking at the time now. We're actually getting to the end of this interview. So, but before I end it off, I always end with a segment called Name Your Bars. So this segment here is I will read off a bar or two from one of your tracks. I will just read them off, no beat, no flow, no lyrics, and you're going to see if you can tell us which track of yours these bars are from.
Okay.
All right, so first track here I got is, want to know the source, you got to go to the streets. You see these young men hustle trying to make ends meet.
That's Ace of Spades.
Yes.
Know the source, you gotta go to the streets. You see these young men hustle, trying to make ends meet. No hope for tomorrow, so it's trap, beg, borrow. Just trying to feed the kids' heart filled with pain.
One. And just a heads up, you're the 12th guest on this show. Only 2 have actually gotten perfect on their Name Your Bar segment.
Really?
Yeah, and there's 5 tracks that get named, so you're 1 for 1 so far, but only 2. And Hector actually missed it out by 1 track at the very end for his.
Yeah, I remember his episode.
So track number 2 is Breaking Down My Spirit, Still Stuck by Your Side, but nothing was good enough no matter how hard I tried.
That is Loss and Betrayal.
Yeah, man, a massive shout out to that track. Your emotion was thrown into that track. I really enjoyed that track, man. I replayed it quite a few times, and I will replay it again in the future.
Thank you, man. Yeah, that was a personal one for me.
Yeah, you can tell, and it comes through as a listener, hearing that. That's just well done, man. A big round of applause for you on that track.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that.
Down my spirit still stuck by your side, but nothing was good enough no matter how hard I tried. A piece of me died when I found that you was creeping. People want me from the beginning, but I loved you, didn't believe.
All right, so you're 2 for 2. Third one here is relax, feel the vibe, sorry about that. Relax, feel the vibe, nodding your head to the funk, blaze up another spliff as this rattles your trunk.
Smoking rock.
Yeah, another great track for totally different reason than what Lost in Betrayal was, but this one was just the fun side, a whole different side. I had a lot of fun with that track as well.
Yep. Yeah, me too. I had fun making that one.
Relax, feel the vibe, nod your head to the funk. Plays up another spliff as it rattles your trunk. Roll it up, light it up, pass it around. Getting high as the clouds as we smoke on it.
All right, man, 3 for 3. We're going on number 4. In other words,
Yeah.
I ain't coming in peace. Feel the wrath as I crush. I'm a beast on the east.
Oh, that's holding steel.
Yeah, it is.
In other words, I ain't coming in peace. Feel the wrath as I crush. I'm the beast from the east. Leave a microphone's charred. The opposition is scarred. Try to act like you was hard, bitch. I pull your whole.
All right, so you're 4 for 4, and this is the last one. Can you be the third guest to get perfect? We'll find out right here on the 5th one.
Oh, let's hope so.
All right, the era of the ace, haters twisted up like zags, rhymes potent like Kush, you can smell it through the bag.
Oh, that's the Ripper.
There you go, 5 for 5.
Yeah.
The era of the ace, haters twisted up like zags, rhymes potent like Kush. You can smell it through the bag, take a drag off the stars. You'll be floating in the stars, flossing through the Milky Way, gang banging on Mars.
So 3 guests have done it, and you're one of them. You know your music, man.
Nice. Thank you.
I know for me, on my behalf, if somebody was to pull these out, even in the Global Domination album I just dropped, especially not like studying it and somebody just reading it out to me, I don't even know if I can get 5 for 5. So
Yeah, I've heard those songs many times, and some of those I've performed a million times. So they're part of my DNA now.
yeah, and a couple, or I've tried to go also like older into your catalog as much as I can to, kind of throw you off or grab a mid bar, but you got them. So good job, man.
Thank you.
All right, man. So that's actually our time. I'm going to have to wrap this up. Once again, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for everything you do, supporting the group, supporting other people. Keep doing it, man. You're an awesome guy. And, I can't wait for our collaboration. And yeah, man, just thank you for everything. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, man. I really appreciate it. I'm glad to be part of this. Glad to be part of the whole group, man. There's a lot of dope people here, and it's just a really cool thing. Thank you.
No problem, man. I'm honored to have you on. All right, man. I will keep in touch with you in the coming days, and, we'll keep chatting back and forth like we always do.
Sounds good, homie. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, man. Take it easy and be safe out there.
You too, brother. Peace.
Peace. There we have it. Another episode of Bring the Bars is complete. I want to thank everybody on Freedom K Radio. I want to thank all you listeners for keeping this show going. We air every week, so make sure you tune in. We always have a new guest. Everybody's interesting. Everybody has a story, and everybody brings the bars. So I am your host, KC. Once again, thank you all. Thank you to Bad Habit. You can find him on SoundCloud, like I said in the intro, under Mr. Habit. He has a huge catalog. He runs Lost Voice Music with a lot of other great talent as well. So check all that out. And as for myself, your host, KC, you can find me on Spotify. Just type KC Presents. You'll find a couple tracks on there. You can find me on YouTube, King Canada AYMB. Also, you can check out my Global Domination album on kchiphop.bandcamp.com. This is an album, full collaboration album featuring 14 underground artists. It's a 12-track album, and it also includes Strange Music's own Stevie Stone. So you guys should definitely check that out. Grab a copy or just stream it. Anything you want to do, I would really, really appreciate it, and so would everybody else that was part of that album. With that being said, once again, I'm your host, KC. Thank you all. Before we end this off, I'm going to run a couple more tracks from Bad Habit himself, starting with Smoke and Ride, and it'll be followed by The Ripper. Everybody, stay safe out there. Peace.
Roll it up, light it up, pass pass it around. Laid back, paranoid in the endo cloud. I'm in a room full of smokers, puffing, choking away. That's how we did it every day, watching time float away. Purple haze, white widow, habit don't discriminate. Just roll up the windows and hot box a Chevrolet. Speed dreaming, reminiscing the old days. The J gets blazed as we dip down a one-way. Brain fried, red-eyed, keep dipping, homie. We burn it down to the roach and then we clip it, homie. Blaze a Newport, then I'm zoning out. We do the shit every day, homie, no doubt. Always packing, smoking the green with the rest of the homies from my team. Love that weed, oh yes indeed. Just give me the shit, no several seeds. I smoke it like I grow it. I don't give a fuck who knows it. I get stolen Cypress Hill. It's getting hard for me to focus. Lazy, rolled it up, habit, put the flame to it. Just inhale, close your eyes, homie, fall into it. Relax, feel the vibe, nod your head to the funk. Blaze up another spliff as it rattles your trunk. Roll it up, light it up, pass it around. Getting high as the clouds as we smoke on a pound. Take 2 hits and then pass me the green. Getting high as a motherfucker burning the trees. Roll it up, light it up, pass it around. Getting high as the clouds as we smoke on a pound. Take 2 hits and then pass me the green. Getting high as a motherfucker burning the trees.
I'm the type that likes to smoke in my ride, but when I get high, it's easier to unleash my mind. I'm dealing with the fakes that are supposed to be down. They turning into clowns with nowhere to be found. So I'm smoking on a daily basis. Fuck the mistake, with everybody so fake. Man, it's hard to create, incriminate, initiate. The government investigates everything but the state. Leaving clean slates, impose names, dabble with the dames. Out of focus, but you're still in my range. I'ma get you one these days. Thinking that I play, I'ma leave you in a haze. Fully automated, dilated, corrupted in a craze. Never to awake, welcome to your resting place. Smoking at my pace, more like have your body laced. I'm talking bright green, white hairs that light up your eyes. No lies, boy, right here, this ain't no surprise. Done fucking with these guys, hitting on my ride. Go and get high, about to go and take them outside. Tan your ass like raw high, then I'm rolling up a blunt. Hear the door shut, turn around, get it in the gut. Falling to my knees, I see the weed escape me. Thank God when I went with a smile on my face, G.
Roll it up, light it up, pass it around. Getting high as the clouds as we smoke on a pound. Take 2 hits and then pass me the green. Getting high as a motherfucker burning them trees. Roll it up, light it up, pass it around. Getting high as the clouds as we smoke on a pound. Take 2 hits and then pass me the green. Getting high as a motherfucker burning them trees. Fuck shades on my eyes so I can cover my high. These beats slapping out my ride, straight leaning so fly. As I'm skating down 9th, I put the fire to the zag. On the celly with my homie, about to cop me another bag. Take a drag, don't be scared, we ain't even here to trip. We just trying to get ripped, we got this bag plus a zip.
Passing me the piece and its taste is so sweet. Turning off a 9th on the main, puffing that heat. Pulling up to a spot with a fresh new beat. With the bitch ass police just checking my tags. They be acting like fags, they be found in body bags. Hitting on a Jeep or riding on the concrete slab.
Roll it up, light it up, pass it around. Getting high as the clouds as we smoke on the pound. Take 2 hits and then pass me the green. Getting high as a motherfucker burning the trees. Roll it up, light it up, pass it around. Getting high as the clouds as we smoke on the pound. Take 2 hits and then pass me the green. Getting high as a motherfucker burning the trees.
Let your speakers bust.
Yo, what you looking at? Probably me. I would probably do the same if I was you, cause I'm a G. I'm the hottest game spitter, known to quickly get up in you and be swinging on my dick like I'm a movie star Twitter. I step up in the room, I can feel the jealous eyes, and they handcuffing they hoes cause they know I'm so fly. But I don't be giving a fuck, this game is mine for the taking. Have your bitch's ass shaking while the woofers vibrating. Boom, boom, boom goes the shit, I'm the truth, bitch, I'm ruthless. An OG in this game, a local star, and I get stupid. On the east to the west to the north and south, and stuck on them on my dick in the mouth. No doubt I'm turning it out, I'm the one they talking about, the ace of spades, blowing up like hand grenades. All about that mighty dollar, bitch, I'm out to get paid. Keep it fresh when I step, clean cut like a fade. Have it bliss, so fly, bitch, we sharper than blade. So fly, no doubt, I'm the one in the game they all be talking about. So fly, no doubt, I'm the one in the game they all be talking about. So fresh, so fly, finna act a fool tonight. Half my crew liquored up
about that 856 steady hustle, paper stacking. Fool, you lacking on your Mac, it'll take a real G to make it happen. Never slacking, never acting. Bitch, I'm instant satisfaction. My crew is hella deep, hella sick and known for tripping. They won't let us in the club, so it's parking lot pimping. I ain't fucking around with no hoes. I'm slanging these CDs and doing these shows and breaking these haters down with these flows. Sending them home with a bloody nose. Look so fly when I'm doing it. Will break a beat and sweat. Got the fire of a supernova, status of a vet. And my little homie Blizz let you know what the fuck it is. You get popped like a quiz, froze like a nice wrist. So fly, even your mama be asking me for my autograph. Keep my notes on, ready for the next camouflage. So fly, no doubt. I'm the one in the game they all be talking about. So fly, no doubt. I'm the one in the game they all be talking about. Mr. 856 of the bitch, when I click my flows are sick. Audio crisis in that ass, staying focused. We the locusts, we the flyers. I'm your highness, the ace of spades and high and mighty. Competition left behind me like the days of the early 90s. I'm the one, tough son of a gun, not the run of the mill. Stay faded with steel, so fly and so real. They wanna know my name and my status. It's habit, I'm the baddest, getting dope as time passes. Run up on them in their own damn town, the dirtiest voice of the underground. Catching haters while they slipping and dragging their asses down. But keep it cool, like the homie Melody. Sing along a melody like B-O-N-E. Keep it flyer than the average. I'm so smoothly and so savage, flowing like the Cali butter, the Philly bun, and fake the ashes on the stage. When I'm rocking, got the crowd hypnotized. Catch a sister fantasize, a motherfucker, I'm so fly. So fly, no doubt. I'm the one in the game they all be talking about. So fly, no doubt. I'm the one in the game they all be talking about.